Hi, this is Aaron with PhotoshopDemos.com, and today I actually wanted to step outside of Photoshop for a minute and show you guys some cool things here. I'm going to go to labs.adobe.com, and Adobe is doing some really cool things, and if you haven't checked out their site, you should definitely check out what Adobe has going on. There's some really cool things going on that they are getting ready to launch. So one of the coolest things that I think as an artist, not only coming from the web design background, but also having a foundation in classic art, and I wanted to showcase this little program here called Kuler, or Kuler, however you pronounce it. I'm not quite sure. I haven't heard anybody talking about it in a podcast yet. So I just wanted to actually look at this resource because in my last interview with Jeremy Vest from Xtrain, he mentioned this program, and within further research, it's very cool. And you can get the Kuler desktop, or I would just recommend coming down here. It says download and discussions. Just go to try Kuler now. Kuler, Color, Kuler, however you want to pronounce it. It's totally up to you. And it just takes a second to load, and I think most of their applications now are running through Flash. And although Flash has been infamously known on the internet to not be that great for search engine marketing, and for a lot of things, sometimes it's just kind of annoying on Flash websites. It does, however, work really great for this type of stuff. So coming to the site for the first time, you have a color palette, and basically what you'll be able to do is click on any of these color palettes that different people have created within the site and saved. If you have an Adobe ID, you can actually save your color palettes or color schemes that you come up with. So if you come over here and you do sign in and go ahead and create Adobe ID, you'll get a verification email, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. You can go ahead and do register and then sign in, and that's all the normal stuff. You know how to do that. But anyway, all this stuff is really cool. Play around with that. Click on all the different ones. You can actually, once you log in, you can also rate the different color schemes that people have created. Come over here, check out most popular. There's some other ones in here. It has a really nice interface, loads really well. And then come over to create, and this is where it gets really fun. If you come over to create, you can actually take a picture right from Flickr. So if you click the Flickr button, you can choose from this window here. Once you log in and create an account, you'll be able to grab some additional images. But the coolest thing about this is you can actually load a photograph, and this Adobe Kuler is going to basically choose the colors based on the links here. So it's going to, for colorful, it's going to look for a variation of color within the photograph. Now you have this color scheme down here, which is pretty cool. If you click on bright, it's going to go for the lightest and brightest colors in the photograph as well. So we have a little bit of the arm here, maybe some of the brighter, lighter greens going on. And then if you come over here to muted, you'll get maybe some of the more softer tones, some of the colors that are a little bit more in the gray, lighter ranges. And again, we're all sampling from this photograph, which is really great. And you can move these around to create your own little color scheme from this. And you'll notice that as you're doing that, it changes with a live preview down here, which is really cool. And that just switches to the custom. So play around with that a little bit. And then where things get really cool is when you just go straight to the under the create menu and you do from color. Okay, and starting out, you have your little color wheel here. You have several main colors down here. You have exactly 5 to choose from, and then down here you actually have your different color values ranging from CMYK, RGB, the HSV, which is when you roll over, it'll actually give you a little tooltip and tell you exactly what it is and what it's for. So very cool. And then you can also disable colors if you want, turn them off, turn them on. You can set certain colors as your base color. If you just simply click on it, it's going to set that as the base color. And then you can use the sliders around here too to create some different color effects as well. But what's really nice, and again just tying in what I mentioned earlier, having a traditional art background and really understanding the color wheel, if you come over here you have some of the typical art terms that you might hear if you are dealing with color. Monochromatic or complementary colors, pretty common terms, or your analogous colors as well. So once you choose those colors, you can go ahead and slide these little sliders around here, and it's a live preview, so whatever you do in this color wheel, it's actually updating the color wheel in real time. So it's a good way just to focus on color, learn color, and just really understand the power of color and tone, the lightness and darkness of color. You can slide this little slider right down here and start to work with the different shades of one specific color and the lightness and darkness. So there really is like unlimited power with the colors, and this is the closest thing that I've personally seen to working with a color wheel in a digital format. So once again, the URL is kuler.adobe.com. Go ahead and play around with that tool. It's a good resource. Have fun, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.